That's from The Hague. Amnesty International, an international non-governmental organization focused on human rights, accusing Israel of committing genocide in Gaza. Israel denying those accusations, saying it's based on lies. The United States also calling out the group for this report.
We have said previously and continue to find that the allegations of genocide are unfounded.
So there you go. That from the State Department. Arsen Ostrovsky is the CEO of the International Legal Forum and a staunch supporter of the State of Israel. Arsen, welcome, and thank you very much. Let's dive into this report, shall we? The first line of it says this, quote, on October 7th, 2023, Israel embarked on a military offensive on the occupied Gaza Strip of unprecedented magnitude, scale, and duration. That's how the report starts. I think we all know what happened on October 7th. Your response to what you see there?
I've seen some atrocious reports over the last year, but this would have to be one of the most unbelievable we've seen today. You were right to note the opening line, and not only does it negate the fact that it was Hamas that initiated the atrocities on October 7th, but it also referred to Gaza as having been occupied. Of course, that is not the case. That is one of the many lies contained in the report. Israel left Gaza entirely in 2005. But this report is essentially tantamount to a modern-day anti-Semitic blood libel. It is written under the guise of international law and human rights, but essentially this is something that is utterly baseless and replete with malicious lies, gross distortions of truth, and quite frankly, wholesale distortions of the law. That in itself, this report is such a monstrosity that Amnesty even had to go so far as to reinvent the very definition of what is genocide, just in order so that it could fit their interpretation of the narrative to attack and delegitimize the state of Israel.
Arsen, the Israel foreign minister went to one of the communities Hamas destroyed. I wanted to play this for you. Said this in response to the report.
Look around us. This is what a real genocide looked like, a real attempt of genocide. This is the declaration of Hamas on their platform to completely massacre and eliminate every single Jew. What they've done here, going from house to house, murdering innocent civilians, raping girls, burning their houses and burning them alive, these are war crimes.
And you went on to say recently on X that the real genocide occurred by Hamas in Israel, or the attempted genocide and those attacks on October 7th. You also wrote an op-ed how Amnesty International became a joke on Newsweek. Did you want to expand on that?
Yeah, it's you just showed the video there by Deputy Minister Sharon Haskell, and that video that she recorded was from Kibbutz Be'eri in the south of Israel. I stood there myself in the days after October 7th, and she's absolutely right. I saw with my own eyes the stench of death, the destruction, the smell of gun residue, the food that was still left over from the day before the massacre. That is where the real genocide occurred by Hamas. Not what Israel did in order to respond to these atrocities and to rescue our hostages. Israel has gone above and beyond to lengths unprecedented in modern history in order to avoid harm to civilians in Gaza. In fact, we care far more about civilians in Gaza than Hamas do, who continue to use them as human shields, and to abide by the principles of international humanitarian law. Hamas themselves, their charter is clear, calling for genocide of Israel. And in fact, in the weeks after the attacks, one of their senior leaders had said that we want to repeat October 7, I quote, over and over again until Israel is annihilated. That is the real crime here.
All right. That's Arsen Ostrovsky joining us this morning with his thoughts. Thank you very much.